Hello once again, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Board Game Bros analysis on Disney Villainous. This is an edition of Scar versus Hades, both from the different types of expansion packs. Scar from Evil Comes Prepared, and what is Hades from? Hades is from Wicked to the Core. Hades from the movie Hercules, Scar obviously from the very popular Lion King. So it looks like we're going to pick it up right here, and we're going to go deep into this game. I think it's a really competitive game. So Scar got his 1 power at the Savannah and going to play a Long Live the King, try to get that Mufasa out as soon as he can. So it looks like he is revealing Nala, Sarabi, Hakuna Matata, and he does get the Mufasa out early. So let's see where he's going to place him. Let's see, he's got Mufasa over at the Gorge, which only covers up a play a card action and a move a card action. So covering the Gorge doesn't... I'm still trying to figure out where we're supposed to be playing Mufasa, really, when you first reveal him. Should you play him to the Gorge, or should you play him to somewhere else? Let me know in the comments below. So the rest of the actions at the Savannah, looks like Scar executed a Fate and revealed a Hercules on Hades. So that's the end of that turn, and we move on now to Hades' first turn. Hades is going to the Gardens, gathering 3 power, discarding an Achilles heel and something else, and looks like there's a condition card played for Scar, which is Pride. What does Pride do here? During the turn after another player discards 2 or more cards, you may play Pride and gain 3 power. Okay, so getting the power struggle on here between Scar and Hades, and Scar moves to the Elephant Graveyard. Still early game here, trying to figure out which hyenas he's going to get out and play. Looks like he's got a couple hyenas in his hands here. And he's going to... Oh, he does not have any hyenas, obviously, because he discards his entire hand. And pass turn to Hades. So Hades... my brother's been playing Hades a lot, and he's been really liking his mechanic. I know people in the Discord server and also on Reddit and Board Game people think that Hades is not a, it's a hard to win with character because the mechanic can take so long. But my brother's actually figured out some ways utilizing the Chariot and some other effect cards. I haven't really played Hades, so I don't really know, but it seems like he can move his Titans relatively easily and utilize that Chariot to execute another, basically a 5th action on his turns to move his Titans even more. And he's been utilizing those mortality potions a lot as well when playing as Hades. So let's move over to Scar's turn here. Looks like Scar is over at the Pride Rock gathering 2 power, and he played a Stampede. Looking back on this now, I think, he's trying to... I think I was trying to execute Mufasa as fast as I could, but with that prophecy out on Mufasa with the +3 power, it really makes it difficult to defeat Mufasa because you need 9 strength, and looks like I only have 5 strength now, and I can't defeat Mufasa. So pass the turn to Hades here. Hades is at that second location of Thebes and Thebes. I don't know. I'm not really too familiar with the Greek pronunciation there from Hercules. Yeah, rewatch that movie and get a better understanding of Hades. So it looks like he moved to that second location and executed all the actions and passed turn to Scar. So Scar is over at the Elephant Graveyard, gather 3 power, and there's a condition played by Hades, which was Ruthless, and Ruthless allows Hades to play a Titan from his hand for free. So again, one of those conditions that can get Titans on the board as fast as he can and start to move them with his Chariot once he gets the Chariot out. And obviously Pain is a big ally, along with the move an item or ally or Titan action on Hades' board. So looks like Scar's got Ed the Hyena, Bonza the Hyena, and a Stampede, but still not enough strength to defeat Mufasa at this point because of the prophecy attached to Mufasa. So let's see, Hades' turn is now up. Let's see, where are we at here? Continuing with, I think it's Scar's turn here, and the Scar player is determining if he wants to discard. Oh no, it's Hades' turn. There we go. Got lost there for a second. So here we go. So let's recatch up here. So Hades has 1 power he's going to play one card. He's going to get another Titan out on the field. And he's got to move a hero or item. He's got to move a Titan or ally action at the Mount Olympus location. So he's going to execute the Fate action, and he's got the Simba out. So getting Simba out is very key because obviously hyenas can have a strength of more than 2, which is very key when you have all the hungry hyenas stacked together with Bonsai, Shenzi, and Ed. They can really compound the strength made available to them to defeat heroes. But having Simba on the board is very key. So here we go. Simba or Scar moves to the 4th location at the Gorge to execute a Fate, just to trap the Titans at the 1st location of Hades in the Underworld. So he used that lightning bolt to trap the Titans, and that was a key move for Scar there, I think, just to be able to trap the Titans. He wasn't able to execute very many actions. He can't execute the Vanquish on Mufasa because he doesn't have enough strength with his hyenas at the Gorge along with the Stampede. But to stay in the game and to lightning bolt up Lethos and Stratos Titans at the Underworld. So let's move on now to Hades' turn. Let's see here. Looks like Scar is still looking through his cards and maybe thinking about a way to vanquish, but I don't think it's available. So he's just counting up his strength there and continuing on with the turn. Oh, come on, guys. You guys are taking forever. So, yeah, at this point, I think we need to edit the audio. So we move to Hades' turn now. He's moving to the Underworld, gathering 2 power, playing a card, a Nessus ally, and he's going to vanquish Hercules. Really big vanquish there because obviously Hercules traps Titans at his location when he's played. And, you know, obviously you always want to open up those locations when you defeat heroes. So Hades' board looking clean right now compared to Scar's board, which is basically littered with heroes, including basically the 3 top heroes that Scar can really struggle against with Simba, Mufasa, and Rafiki. Obviously, Mufasa with the 6 strength and the prophecy, Simba with the 5 strength and, you know, keeping the hyena strength down. And then obviously you need to defeat Rafiki first. So that's why Scar played those 2 hyenas to the savannah at the 2nd location to be able to defeat Rafiki. Catching up on Hades now. Hades is going to execute a Fate action, and it looks like he played another Titan, his 3rd Titan, to the Underworld. Obviously, the Titans have to start at the Underworld before they can be moved all the way to Mount Olympus. So, looks like the Scar player executed an Injustice card, and Injustice gives him basically, during the turn, if another player targets you with a Fate action, you may play Injustice before they reveal the cards. Look at the top 2 cards of your Fate deck. You discard or return each to the top of the Fate deck. So looks like it was 2 prophecies. He returned them both, and prophecy got attached to Rafiki. So Rafiki is now at 6 strength, Mufasa at 9 strength, and there's a Simba hanging out there. Probably one of the worst Fate hero boards you can look at, honestly. I haven't played Scar much. I just got the expansion the other day, Evil Comes Prepared, and this is one of the worst hero Fate boards I've been looking at. I think I've actually even seen on YouTube. I played this game a few weeks ago, so I can't exactly remember how the rest of this game goes, but I think just on paper, looking at this hero board right now, this is a really difficult hero board. And we don't have, obviously we can't get the hyenas to get more strength than 2. Mufasa's at a 9 strength, and we have to defeat Rafiki first before we can defeat Mufasa. So it's a really difficult board right now. Looks like he's got the 7th strength to defeat Rafiki on the next turn. So that can get that out of the way, but get Rafiki and the prophecy out of the way. But just a really difficult hero board at this point. Hades' turn was a good execution. He's got an Argus all the way to the gardens, basically 1 location away from the finish line, and then ended up fading Scar. So we've got the Zazu now out at the at the Elephant Graveyard, which increases the strength of heroes not at Zazu's location by how much? I think it's by 1, or is it by 2? It's a +1 strength and -2 at Zazu's location. So Scar moved to the Gorge and faded and got Hera out, which is when she's played, you may choose a location at her new location and trap Titans. So Hera trapped the only available Titan to be trapped, which was Argus at the Gardens. Scar is executing a vanquish action on Rafiki, which was a 7 strength, and had to use a Stampede and 2 Hyenas to do so. So let's see. Rafiki is now in the discard pile, doesn't go to the succession pile because Mufasa's still on the board, and we need to defeat Mufasa first. So let's move over to Hades' turn. We're over at Thebes, and let's see, Hades is playing the Hydra, a very key card to play because the Hydra, when used to defeat heroes,